Hello everybody, today I'm going to be drawing a dessert, specifically strawberry shortcake. I feel like this dessert has become especially popular now just because of how aesthetic and pretty it is. So I thought I would just go ahead and draw it. I've got my sketchbook, feel free to draw along with me and make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's just get right into the video. So I'm starting off with a sketch as usual, and I actually decided to use markers in this drawing, which I don't use that often, but I was feeling it. Anyways, I sketched out a 3-layer strawberry shortcake, and I was really excited to do the strawberries, so I just jumped right into them. And so I went in with this kind of pink color, then a red, and then a really light pink, and then a super dark red for shadows. And I tried to put some detail in them and make them look kind of liquidy, like the cream is kind of mixing with them. I don't know. But I then moved on to the cake, and I started off with this super light yellow color, and then I added some darker brown and then blended that in with the yellow. And this actually worked really well. I wasn't expecting it to work that well, but it really blended together and got a nice cake texture. But then I moved on to the cream, and so I just drew some gray and then blended it out with a colorless blender. It looks a bit darker than I wanted it to, but it also has a lot of depth, so I don't know. But then I just repeated the process again with the yellow cake, and then I skipped back up top to the next row of strawberries doing the exact same thing. And this cake is super stylized and in a style I don't usually draw in, but I actually really like it and I had a lot of fun drawing it, so maybe I will do a little bit more of this. And I feel like it looks like a mix of cartoony and realistic. But anyways, it was a pretty repetitive process of just mixing between the 3 layers, but it was actually pretty enjoyable and relaxing. But here's me finishing up the cake layer, and on top I just went with cream and no strawberries because although I would have loved to add them, I was literally at the edge of the page. I kind of realized this midway and I wish I would have moved it down, but it was a little too late for that. And on the top, the swirlies look kind of weird, but I didn't really know what else to do because I wanted to make it look pretty textured. I just decided to call that done. And so I had empty space at the bottom, and I was like, I might as well fill it. So I started off with just drawing a big old strawberry. We're not going to even try and think about how it's literally almost the same size as the whole slice of cake. But I just started coloring this one in using the same colors that I used for the strawberries on the cake. I won't say that this is my best work or anything. I definitely put a lot more effort into the cake than I did with the strawberry, but I still think it's a cute little touch. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to add the green leaves just because I had no other green in the whole drawing, but I decided to do it anyway, so I just went with a yellowy green and then a darker green. And I also went in with the super dark green that I thought was a mistake, but I don't actually think it looks that bad. And on the left side, I decided to draw a half cut open strawberry. And I kind of didn't have a reference for this, so I was just kind of winging it and going with it. And I did accidentally make the inside of the strawberry a little too pink, but despite all my complaining about these strawberries, I am actually pretty happy with them. They fill up the space nicely, and they're not ugly or anything. But yeah, I just added the leaves to that one, and then this spread was complete. Okay, so here is how the finished product turned out. I'm actually really happy with this, and it's definitely in a different style than I usually draw, but I actually really like it, and I don't know, it just looks really tasty. But I had a lot of fun with this, and yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Bye!